Hey everyone, it's Deirdre from Superior Business Management Solutions, and I put together a quick little video here for anyone looking to get a website done. Get yourselves online, and I'm not talking about doing it yourself, although all of these steps should probably be applied either way. But if you're going out to hire a web designer, a web developer, you probably want to go through these 6 steps ahead of time. Save yourself a lot of time and aggravation and miscommunication with the web designer. So we'll go through them real quick, starting with number 1, know your message. Know who you are as a company, how you want to be portrayed out on the web. What's your brand? What's your mission statement? What type of feel do you want to give to your website so that when the visitors come, you're giving them the message that you want them to see. Number 2, also very important, know your target, know who you're talking to. Who is your ideal client or customer? Duct Tape Marketing has a really great exercise for this. If you get their book, he talks about how you can actually draw out a complete personality profile for your ideal client or customer. And it's a very useful tool to help you not only understand who your client is, but how to write your message to that client. So when you put your stuff out on the web, you're zoning into that target client. So this is a great step to take and have done well before you contact a web designer. And this should be done for all businesses anyway. You should know who your ideal client or customer is. Number 3, have a basic layout in mind. We know that you are not web designers or developers. We know that you're not a designer, but most people have an idea of how they want to lay out their website. Is it an e-commerce site? Will it highlight products? Is it a law firm? Do you need a lot of detailed information, or is it a very minimal site? Is it a personal blog, or one product or app? Get your vision in place. Understand the basic layout you want to have for your site. Look at other websites. Find websites that you love the look and the feel, and make a list. Even sketch it out. Put it on paper, whatever, primitive way that you want to write it out. It doesn't have to be pretty, but if you can kind of give the designer an idea where everything goes, it will help make the process go a lot quicker. Have your branding complete. This is a big one. Your logo, your color palette, all of that should be decided in advance. It saves so much time. Unless your design firm is also doing your logos and that, you want to have this all set in place because a lot of conversations happen around this element. There's sometimes a lot of people, decision makers, that have to get involved in your branding, and taking care of all of this ahead of time will make sure that the project flows effectively. Otherwise, you're going to get held up at this spot, and it can be a very long time. So get all this ahead of time, and once it's complete, then you're ready to kind of go and set that out into the design elements. Number 5, copy. This is another big one. I mean, it's amazing. Even the smallest sites can take forever, and most web designers are not copywriters. Some bigger firms will have copywriters within, or you may run across a person who also does copywriting like we do, but for the most part, you know your company better than anyone. So maybe you already have some brochures or some sales material available, and you want to put that onto the website. Gather all that together, and you actually want to do it on a page-by-page basis. So know what you want to say on your home page, your about page. If you have partners, you want their bios put together. If you're doing a product line, have your product descriptions written out, everything. Write it all out, get it down on paper. At least get 90% of it done. You'll always make edits later, but this is a really big component of your website, and it is time consuming. And like I said, unless the firm is also doing your copywriting, this piece should be done well in advance. Finally, know your budget, and not just your money, the financial side of it. You also want to know your time budget. And be very upfront about this with your designer. You need to make sure that your budget for how long you want to have them take to get your website online is in line, with their schedule and whether they can do that. And that has to be worked out in the very beginning. Also, be realistic. There are going to be points where you're going to get held up along the line. So have some flexibility in your plan and, understand that it is a creative process. So there's going to be things that you're going to want to manage and change and maybe work through. So know your budget. Let your designer know your budget. And if anything in the original design changes, know that your budget obviously is going to increase. So that's it. Go through those 6 steps and I'll tell you, the process will be so much easier. Try to do it without doing those and you're just going to be very frustrated. And when you're ready to get moving and you've completed those 6 steps, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you get your project online. All right, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.